Halo watu wangu, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, italingana mahali uko. We are welcoming you back to another new episode that we are going to release today. Na hapa karibu na mimi, I have some two friends of mine. They are going to introduce themselves, majina yao na kila kitu kenye wangependa kutuambia. Otherwise, hope itakuwa fiti. Karibuni sana watu wangu. Wacha tusikie kutoka kwao sasa. We introduce ourselves.
Hello, this is Scholar, and thank you for having me. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Wambo, and I'm glad to be here.
Hello, umesikia majina yao, and with me we have a very interesting topic that we are going to discuss actually now. The topic is about youth and relationship. Now the first question goes like this: what does an healthy relationship mean to you?
Okay, for me, I think an healthy relationship is where the both of you are compatible, you understand each other. I understand your strength, I understand your shortcomings. A healthy relationship means less fighting, more love, and less happiness.
Okay, for me, a healthy relationship ni where both of you, like when wako kwa hiyo relationship, wanaweza kuwa themselves without being judged.
Then another question, social media
Saidia relationship ama imefanya kudamage?
I think it's what you decide to take from social media, because it has brought one aspect of relationship where maybe you didn't know existed, like how a healthy relationship should run, because we all have opinions, but for the large part, it has destroyed because people are trying to compare themselves with what they see on social media, which is not the reality kwa ground. Kwa ground vitu ziko different, and you're expecting now that your friend ama people from social media, they are getting huge gifts. Gift to a gari, and the following day you also want your guy to gift you a car. Now there is so much behind the scene that you cannot tell. So I feel like there is damage to a certain extent, but also it has helped people to know there is more. You just don't have to settle for the little. There is more out there. So I feel like it's more of a 50-50. Yeah.
Now we can hear from you.
Okay, about social media, mi wana believe social media ni like unafaa kuwa na kichungi ukiconsume hizo vitu za social media, because there are good things and there are bad things. And so about mambo ya relationship, kama venye Scholar amesema, social media iko na information, so through social media tumeweza kujua what a healthy relationship should look like. Lakini pia I feel kuna some opinions zenye zinakuanga kwa social media zenye watu huwa wanafuata, and then zina cause pressure on relationships. So for me social media ni 50-50. Hatuwezi sema ime ruin completely, but pia hatuwezi sema ati hakuna positive things from social media.
Then the next question: can a man and a woman be genuine friends without anything more than that?
Okay, when you ask whether I think a man and a girl can be friends, so is either of these two people in a relationship? I mean, does the guy have a girlfriend or something, and is the girl also in another relationship?
Yeah, each and everyone has a partner in that relationship.
So number one, yes, a girl and a man, they can be friends, just friends, and just or if they have boundaries, okay, they set boundaries and everything. But I feel like if you're dating, it depends with your partner. If your partner is okay with it, then you give it a go. But if your partner is not okay with it and you value them, then I don't think you should keep the friendship. But then again, it depends with the kind of relationship they have. Are they close, or is it just friends? Of course, anyone is allowed to have friends of any gender, but when it comes to this is my best friend in a relationship, a guy tells you they have like a best friend, this is my bestie, we've grown together, nini. No, I don't think that works. I feel like if two people are in a relationship, they should be best friends. Like the partners should be best friends. Haifai ati now I am your girlfriend and I get to learn things about you from this other person who's your best friend. Ati wewe ndo ananiambianga no, huyu anapendanga nini ya kala fulani. No, don't get it. No, I don't think that is acceptable. I feel like there should be limits. Yes, you can have friends, not best friending. Like you can have friends of the opposite gender, because definitely where you work, wherever you are, you get to meet people, and it's okay, you can have friends, and with boundaries, because you cannot have friends calling you at 10 p.m. 11 p.m. and they're just friends, yet you are in a relationship. I think for me it's more of boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah, setting boundaries.
Good one.
And if this person is your best friend, then they should know now you've decided to settle with somebody, and they should now have boundaries. They cannot be all over you. Ati, we are having like dinner and your best friend calls na maybe anataka kitu and it's not even an emergency. Ati, no, this is my best friend, I have to go. No, that cannot happen. I feel like actually no, you should not have a best friend of the opposite gender when you're dating. That is my opinion. Like, nini muna best friend uko? Sinaweza kuwa best friend yako.
Okay, umesikia? So actually kama uko hapo nje na uko ni best friend wa mtu wake, my friend, take care before the care takes you. Sawa.
Okay, so unapatanga kuna hizi situations zenye kuna a guy and a girl wana date, but unapata this guy has a friend who is a girl, and then unapata hata hawana boundaries mambo na physical touch. If kama uko na friend, si vibaya kuwa na friend, ni hugging haifai kuwa that much. Kuna watu pia who kiss their friends, and it's not wrong, but mimi kama you are in a relationship with me, don't kiss your friend at kapek ama I think at the end of everything ni mwelewane tu na partner wako.
What do you think about the mentality about the people that a man should always provide? Kama ni yeye kwa hii nyumba, yeye alipia watoto school fee, ni yeye anunue chakula, sababu yeye ni mwanaume.
Hii nayo ni moto. I know there are so many opinions about this, but kitu ya kwanza ni, even from the Bible, we know that men should be providers. So men should provide. That is it. Hakuna venye as a man you just sit there na uangalie your girlfriend ama your wife akingangana like she's the one providing and everything, and you're not doing anything about it. Na again kuna hii aspect ya 50-50. I also don't believe in 50-50. I just believe in 100. Like for instance, you've been with this guy and he has been good and everything, amekuwa akiprovide, and things happen. This guy loses their job. So what? So in such a situation, that is when now understanding comes in. Let me chip in a little bit, because I understand you're not lazy. It's not like you don't want to provide. It's the situation. But on a normal day, let the man provide. Let men be men. Like, mbona sasa wanaume wanataka like ile design. Si kwa Bible tuliambiwa men wanafaa wafanye nini? Wa work hard, wa provide. And then women they have to bear pain when having children. Sasa wanaume mbona wanataka kugeuza hii ati wanawake watafute, na wao hawataki. It's not like they can bear the pain of having kids and everything.
There's no problem with that, but I may say something. Ni sawa, you have pain. For how long will you have that pain? Can you just say, I myself, I will be paying the school fee, wewe tafuta chakula ya nyumba, and then rent, then maisha ina move. Why not?
No, I feel like a woman can chip in, yes, but like don't let your woman settle like the huge bills. Mbona you want a woman to pay rent and school fees? Ata maybe afanya ka shopping ka food, like the minimal thing yenye it won't weigh much on her. Basically, let a man provide. Like I feel like as time changes, men don't want to play their part. Number one, women are still raising kids. They are doing everything. They do their chores and everything. But men, your part is to provide. Like, why don't you want to play your part?
But I think with the current situation, maisha imechange sana. Whereby, mimi naweza amua kama unaani ni sawa. Unajua ile time wewe uani ni sawa. Unajua those days mwanamke hakuwa na ani kitu. Sasa ndio maana ingekuwa weka kwa nyumba, pika za watoto, then mwanaume atafuta. But for now, mwanamke ako na pesa mingi sana. Why not? Leo uamue chakula nikaspoil mtu wangu, nimpeleke outing pia mimi leo nisimamie bill.
No, that I agree, of course. Of course, men are human beings too, and we need to like surprise them at some point. We can also take them out for dinner and everything, but si ati ile unaniketisha chini unaniambia sasa kwa hii nyumba wewe utakuwa we are doing 50-50, so utakuwa unalipa rent na unafanya nini, like even the huge bills. No, I'm not against men. It's okay, like you can take your man out, like kama ni birthday yake, get him gift, do something for your man, appreciate them. I mean, they are people too, but at the same time, let men stop running away from their responsibility.
Now provision is for men.
I feel like there's that ego in men that needs to be fed, and it would be fed if they provide. And every man should be that man, like strive to provide for your family.
Watu wangu mmesikia hapo, mambo imechemka. Can you maybe marry someone who is earning lower amount than you?
Oh,
no.
I think that's tricky.
Marrying someone who earns less than me, hiyo ni no. Hata stashinda explain.
So wanaume mmesikia. No woman want to marry a person who is earning less than him. So far as a man, just look for a woman who is earning less than you for even security purposes. Juu mwanamke pia mimi niko sure kiani juu yako, hiyo familia utasikia umekaliwa ama anything.
Hiyo story ya kuprovide. Mimi I believe that if a man loves you, he will provide for you.
But at a point, naweza kuwa nakupenda, lakini nikose.
Sasa kama you are not maybe financially able, you are not wealthy able, you should work hard to get them the money and provide for me. Also, I believe if maybe I'm struggling as a woman with hizo chores za nyumba, maybe kufua or kupika, the guy can help me.
I feel like utapata men, they want a career woman. Huyu career woman anatoka 8, anatokea job 5, right? Because you also as the man unaenda job 8, unatokea 5. But then when we get to the house, you feel like now I'm the wife. I'm the one supposed to start cleaning, making dinner, and everything. Like, bro, both of us have been at work. It's not like I've been sitting. So what makes you feel like I am the one who's supposed to do these chores by myself? Now, tuko tired equally. So I feel like men should be considerate for some of these situations and watch traditions mingi. I feel like we are past that now. Like it's okay for men to clean, it's okay for men to cook and everything.
You people you have heard. Then let me ask another question. Does communication help in relationship?
I think it's one of the most important things in relationship. That's communication. And I think sometimes it is not always more of communication, it's more of understanding, because there are so many instances where people communicate and they are not listened to. So it's communication, listening, and taking action. Like, for example, I tell you, like, I don't like the way you do things. So number one, you need to understand there are things I wouldn't like, but for you, you're like, I see hii ni kitu ndogo, it's just a joke. No, I feel like you need to validate my feelings. Listen to me and understand me. If I don't like it, it doesn't matter whether it is minor for you. No, listen and take action. Know how you can rectify it so that at least we now work together without hurting each other feelings. Don't be like, sasa hiyo ni kitu ya kukasirikia, si hiyo ni normal. No. As long as it hurts me, my feelings are valid. So, because people keep on talking about communication, and at this point I feel like people communicate a lot, and the main problem is usually listening and taking action. People don't listen, they don't understand you, and they don't take any action. Because when it comes, so the only place people fail when it comes to communication is maybe being transparent. Tell me how your day has been. Like, if you're talking about your day, like, give me details. Don't omit things. Give me details. Ama, if you have plans, communicate earlier. Let me know, kesho, ama on Saturday you will be doing this and this and this, so that I am prepared. But ikikuja kwa hizi vitu, especially za kukoseana, I feel like most people communicate. Watu usema mimi sipendi vile unakujanga maybe Saturday. but then uko like hii saa 3, kwani hujui hata kuna watu wanaendanga kwao saa 7 and everything. You see that aspect, instead of like also listening and making me maybe understand you, also you can give an explanation, explain maybe kwa job ni nini I usually have nini, explain so I get to understand you, listen and take action.
How currently should you communicate to each other? Maybe we are not in the same place, we are at some distance.
Oh, communication as in making phone calls.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't have even to be, we don't even have to be in a long distance for us to communicate. Hata kama tunatoka kwa nyumba pamoja and you go to your workplace, I go to my workplace, I feel like at least check up on your partner once or twice, even in a day, hata kama you're going back to the same house. If it is communication in that way, I don't believe people can be in love and go for a day or two without even talking to each other. That is being delusional. There is no way you will go a day or two without talking to your partner. Now, mnapendana aje sasa?
You find kuna watu wenye hawapendangi kupigiwa simu pia, naona kama hiyo ni kusumbua. Unajua kuna mtu anakupigia within 1 hour, then in the next 2 hours akupigia simu tena.
No, if it is too much, then that's where communication comes in. It's like, in my workplace, you are very busy. So when you call me 10 times or 20 times in a day, you get to interact so much. So please, I know you want to talk, but can it be at least twice in a day? And I'm usually free during maybe this hour and this hour. So you could be calling me during this hour, or I'll be calling you during these hours. Like communicating and being transparent and trying to accommodate each other. If I want to call 10 times and you don't like it, then let's bring it to at least 5 or 2 times, okay? So that everyone is okay. Like we get to compromise. So I won't call 10 times, yes, but I will at least talk to you at least twice. To now compromise so that we get to settle this thing where one is not happy.
Communication important and kuna kuanga na hii kitu ina go kwa social media inasema ati if he wanted to he would. Hapo sasa ndo tulikuwa tunasema social media huwa ina set unrealistic expectations. So communication is important because your partner won't know what you want at automatically. Lazima umwambie this is what I want, this is what I need.
Okay, you have heard something about communication. And if I may ask another question, for a period of how long should maybe two dating people take so before they marry each other?
I believe there's hakuna a specific timeline, though I believe you should take time to know your partner. Lakini huwezi sema specifically ati tutadate 5 years ama tutadate 2 months, hapana. I think it's venye tu mtaflow, venye utaenda ukijua your partner ndo utaweza kujua if you guys are ready for the next part.
There are those who meet just in the less than 1 month they marry each other. Is that?
Hey, 1 month for me hapana. 1 month is not enough kujua mtu. Unajua mimi sijui kama you should, before you marry someone, you should sit and think, I will stay with this someone for the rest of my life. Yani utakuwa unaamka 365 days unaona this person every day. So you should really think about who you are choosing to marry. Maybe kuna wenye wanajuananga and in 1 month wako na chemistry and all that, but for me 1 month ni kidogo sana.
Like there's no specific timeline also. So sometimes people could meet na we all want to settle down. Okay, sasa tumepatana, I wanted to settle down 2026 and this person also wanted to settle down and we've been together for like 6 months and we feel we are compatible and everything and we decide to get married. It's okay. And also kuna people who they are okay with dating but also they have things they need to accomplish before getting married. So it's like it's okay. We will get married, but for the next 2 years, I really need to save up for this business. I need to finish my studies. I need to have done that. Now, it's up to you and how you feel about it. But kuna ingine pia ni too much. Like you can just tell this person is now not ready to settle because you cannot be with someone for like 6-7 years and you've never talked or had a conversation around marriage.
And do you think there's a specific age at which maybe a girl should not be married and for a man should?
Okay, this also depends sababu kuna ule mtu atasema it's good to wait And waiting doesn't guarantee a good marriage. People get married at 30 and you find them getting divorced at maybe 32 and everything. They waited, yes, and unajua ile unaambiwa you are choosy but you end up choosing the wrong things. So age doesn't matter, but also at the same time, I feel like ni vizuri you take your time so you're mature enough and ready to settle, you're ready for the responsibility, because I don't think marriage responsibilities are also easy. Okay, people say for girls it's 25 and above, but also kuna wenye waliingia into marriage wakiwa younger than that and their marriages turn out successful. So there's no specific age, you just need to feel ready.
Hatufai kuwa na hiyo pressure ya ati you should marry at a specific age, and I think hata generation yetu is iko sawa na hiyo, like ini generation yenye tumeamua you won't tell us ati by this age you should be married. I think sai watu wamerealize that there are more important things than marriage. You should at least wait, ukue mature na ukue exposed. The more you are exposed, the more utaweza kujua what's wrong, what's right, and that way you will be able to make more informed decisions.
Okay, that's nice. Then I may ask, what about the matters of privacy? How far can you share your details to a partner?
It's all about trust. Okay, for me, I believe naeza ambia partner wangu all my things, ndio hata in case of an emergency ataweza ku access hizo vitu.
Okay, I think I have a very controversial opinion here. I feel like there's nothing like privacy between two married people. Like we are married, like everything about you and everything about me, it should be in the open na akufai kuwa na privacy. Nowadays unaweza sikia mtu akikwambia I'll be doing something tomorrow and I'm not comfortable to share. Now we are married. Like privacy, there should be a lot of openness and transparency between partners, and I feel like this is how men end up, not just men, like partners end up getting into depression. If you're comfortable with me, what is it that is so big that you cannot share with me? To you're going through at their private, talk to me about it. Let's see how we can handle it. Let's see how we can solve it. I mean, it's me and you, so we can handle anything together. So for me, I don't think there's anything like privacy. Atunaniambia, why are you going through my things? Those are private. What do you mean? I mean, the moment you chose to be with me and I chose to be with it means everything about us tuna handle pamoja. Like I need to know everything about you. I get to tell you everything about me. I think most of these things that are called ni kitu ni private nini, it's more of people being sneaky and doing things behind your back and they call it privacy and everything. But sasa kuna ile space unaweza niambia like I am going through this na nafeel kama site I just need to be on my own, so I can just give you some space. Wewe enda tu kwa bedroom ukae, get your space in the bedroom if that's what you want. I think that the most I can give you space is okay, na si ile space ati ya tu niende kwangu alafu tukae wiki mbili. No, ila space ya I'm too overwhelmed, let me be alone. Like you can be in the bedroom alone, that kind of space.
Nilikuwa nataka kucomment hapo kwa space because I feel like in as much as it is important to open up to your partner, pia the fact is kuna watu wenye ku open up ni a bit challenging to them, even if you want that transparency from your partner, unafaa pia umpe time, lakini the baseline ikuwe that you should tell me.
At the end of the day, let me know. Now also I feel like we should have a relationship whereby you never feel like you need space to tell me something. Like I am always there for you.
Tumesikia mambo na privacy mahali imefika. Then if I may ask, can maybe love alone sustain relationship?
Lazima kuwe na compromise, lazima kuwe na compatibility, lazima pia kuwe na accountability, taking responsibility of your mistake. And I can say it takes a lot. It's not just love.
I don't think love is enough. Just love is not enough. There's more. Like we need to be compatible. We require kindness. You need somebody who is gentle with you, somebody who's providing. You could tolerate somebody just because you love them, but in the long run, it won't work.
Just a quick questions now. Do you prefer a long distance relationship or a close one? Yes or no?
A close
relationship. Cause hiyo mambo ya long distance like kwani hakuna watu huko kwenye huko. So close. Mimi sitaki hiyo mambo ya sijui ati.
Is jealousy part of love?
I think so, yeah.
No, I think it's about kukuwa insecure. I don't know if I can call it healthy jealousy.
Yeah.
Ile yenye ukiona your partner you will feel a bit uncomfortable, but
more uncomfortable, not jealous. I think
yeah.
jealous is such a deep word to use. You actually should not be jealous of your partner. Alafu jealousy is wide. Juu kuna where you find partners na it's your partner na they are supposed to win in something or they win, and instead of being happy for them you're jealous and it's your partner.
You're competing with your partner.
No, that's terrible.
Would you rather prefer kupendwa sana ama kupenda sana?
Nipende jamini, nipende sana.
Sasa hiyo okay, kupendwa sana, ni hataki kupendwa. Kupendwa sana. But I do also want to do the same for my partner.
Be equal.
Equal.
Now I think we had a very nice session with you people, and as we conclude, I want to give you each and everyone a chance aseme kitu tukimalizianga, na pia ni poa sometime mwambie mafans kama someone is taken ama taken for granted, this kind of thing. Unajua pia comment section, najua kuna wenye watakuwa wananiuliza wewe honest hapo ni aje, those kind of things. We conclude, we give something, a conclusion, and then you say something. How was it?
This discussion has been good. Yeah, I believe that not everyone will agree with our opinions and it's okay, but pia I believe that kuna vitu zetu tumesema hapa which are important and mtu akisikia inaweza msaidia, and I'm single. Umesema tu
nitawapea account namba, kila kitu yenye mnataka hapo. I must see. Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for having us. It was a good conversation. And these are just our opinions, you know. If you feel like you have a different opinion, everyone is entitled to their opinion. This is just how we feel. So you can also let us know what you think about these questions in the comment section. Bye.
You have not told them your status.
Stay tuned. Then
like, comment, share, those kind of things. And then
like, comment, share, then for next episode
we see you there. Lakini kuna kitu nitawaambia.
Nitawaambia next episode.
Oh, so you people, you go tuned. Hapo ndani itakuwa next. So ni mapema sana. Just tuone venye itakuwa watu wangu. Kitu ya mwisho kuambia?
Yeah, bye.
These people that love you too much, watu wangu, just to my YouTube channel, subscribe, comment, share. And it will be very important to me. Then tusonge hapo na mambo. Otherwise, bye bye, see you later. Sidamzi.